Anthology on the bad, short-lived, and forgotten shows and events in TV history. You are listening to It Was a Thing on TV.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Well, folks, we are here for the first live show since Chico. I think it's been since what? Who Killed WCW Part 1 last summer?
That's the last live show I remember, Greg.
Yeah, so this is live show 51. And we did a show last year on a live show for the UFL season opener for 2024. So we're back here for the 2025 season opener. So the UFL now has Friday night games on Fox. So we just finished recording our episode for Thursday. So we are right stab in the middle of this game. We're in the second quarter. It's 11-11 to go in the second quarter. St. Louis leading the Houston Roughnecks 12-0.
And may I say, I'm looking at the score bug. That is a whole lot better than that crap they did with the Super Bowl.
I think it's a modified version of like the Fox score bug that they were using previously, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it was kind of a modified version of the bug they used maybe for the 2020 XFL or the USFL.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay,
That is just, clean without being pretentious.
Yeah. Oh, nice run here by the Houston QB. And he's going to get the first down. So that is, okay, hold on a second. That is, I believe, number 13. So Mike has the rosters. Who's number 13 on Houston?
Anthony Brown.
Okay.
I have never heard of him being on an NFL roster.
Okay, do we have his college?
Oregon.
Okay, so an Oregon Duck. So he made the Duck very happy with that run. I gotta say, Chico, the Roughnecks helmets look a little weird.
I have to take a look at that, but they're double toned.
Yeah, there's like I want to say colors that on the right side because there's two colors on the there's white and red on the other side, and there's like a what do you call that other color on the one color side?
Blue.
What's a navy blue? I think maybe. I think it's supposed to be modeled after the Texas flag. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. Yep. You have the blue side, and then you have the red and white side with the number on it, and the blue side has the Roughnecks logo on it.
And they're playing right now at TD-ECU Stadium, the home of the University of Houston football team, who will be, I believe, playing the basketball team rather in a matter of moments against Purdue right after the Tennessee-Kentucky game. Because we got the Sweet 16 going on right now, too.
Yeah, and right now, Sparty is on the ropes. Let's just say it right now. Sparty's on the ropes.
Well, it's tied up, I see, in the second half, so it's 53 all, so. But guys, we just finished recording the episode for Thursday, and I think we got an interception by St. Louis. It's number 23. So, Mike, do you have a number 23 for St. Louis? Oh, hold on. You're muted.
Yeah, I know I was muted. 23 for St. Louis. Let's see here. Lucas Dennis.
Okay, Lucas Dennis.
Played at
Okay.
Boston College.
Oh, BC, an Eagle. Okay, so St. Louis dominating right now up 12-0 as they have the ball coming up as we're in a commercial break. So, guys, are we excited about the March Madness going on right now?
No,
No? You don't have anybody you're rooting for, Mike?
I don't like March Madness.
Oh, you don't?
I don't like college basketball generally. I
I
mean,
love
I'd have a rooting interest if the Cleveland State Vikings were in it, but they were in the third tier tournament, the CBI tournament,
Yeah, and they lost to Illinois State, I saw.
in the final. Yeah, so they're
Yeah.
the second best team in the third most prestigious postseason tournament, I think.
Now, hold on a second, Mike. You're forgetting about the college basketball crown that's coming up that Fox is putting out,
Oh
which is basically
no.
it's basically Fox saying, "What if we had our own version of the NIT in Vegas with blackjack and hookers?"
You mean the crown?
The crown.
Oh, gee, forget that mess. Holy.
So like I
You
said, I don't care about March Madness generally.
Now, Mike, I made a discovery on Wikipedia about the CBI from 10 years ago. Do you want to tell the world who announced the CBI final on CBS Sports Network in 2015?
Greg was really proud of this. I'm like a red guy. Hey, hey, let's see some basketball today. Something like that.
You know what I liked about the CBI in the early years? Their final was a best 2 out of 3.
I'm glad they don't do that nowadays because I think Cleveland State, they played 3 games in 3 nights. They had a bye
Oh,
in the first round, and then the second round, they played their game on Monday night, playing whoever won on that Sunday night. So that would have been horrible if the teams that played Sunday played 4 nights in a row: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But yeah, Cleveland State, they played Monday and won. They played Tuesday and won, and then they played Illinois State and lost in the championship.
okay. So we got a 2nd and 12 here for the Battlehawks on the 26 quarterback run here by number 5, but we got a flag here, so we'll wait to see who the flag is on. All right, who's number 5 on St. Louis, Mike? And
Number
while you,
5, I'm looking, I'm looking.
it's
Number,
not
he's literally alphabetically the last person on the roster. That's why it took me so long. Manny Wilkins. Manny Wilkins, who went to Arizona State.
okay. So he's a Pac-12 alum before it became the Pac-2.
He, yeah, he spent the 2023 XFL season with the Battlehawks, and apparently 2024 he played with the Battlehawks.
Okay, so this is his 3rd season with St. Louis.
One with the XFL, and then this is a second with the UFL. Correct.
Yes, the merged version. Okay, Wilkins is going to pass that. That's going to be incomplete. So it's going to be 3rd and 18 for St. Louis. Oh, I like the fact that Fox shows these nice shots overhead of the coaches up top in the booth upstairs. And you get to hear the audio. All right, 3rd and 18 here for St. Louis. on the 20. Wilkins passes that little shovel pass, I think, to 15, but he's going to be well. Is he going to make? Oh, I think he made it. I think he made it. I think he made the first down. Oh. All right, number 15 on St. Louis, Mike.
Number 15 on St. Louis. Jacob Sailors. East Tennessee State.
Oh.
Named to the
That's-
all UFL team in 2024, so must be a halfway decent player. Signed with
Yeah.
the New York Giants and later the Browns after the season. I don't remember
Okay.
that name with the Browns.
Okay, so there's two Battlehawks on this team because Hakeem Butler's on this team on St. Louis, and he was the next Giants wide receiver.
And led the UFL in scoring among non-QBs or kickers with 54 points last season.
That's Sailors, you mean?
That's Sailors, correct.
Yep. Okay, so we got a 2nd and 11 for Houston. So we get, all right, just about 5 minutes to go in the first half. Fakes a run, and he's just gonna run it Wilkins as a flag is down. All right, so this is gonna be coming back. Gonna wait to see what the penalty is. 10-yard penalty, so it'll be 2nd and 21. Holding on number 75, Gerard Jones-Smith of St. Louis.
Yeah, it's coming back.
And he's a big boy. 6'7", 295.
What college does he go to?
Pittsburgh. He went to
Houston.
Pitt.
Pitt Panther.
An ACC boy.
All right, 2nd and 21 here. And it's going to be a handoff, but that's going to go for about, say, 3 yards here. So it'll be a 3rd and 18, roughly.
Still
Yeah,
third and forever.
Yeah. So this game tonight is being played at the University of Houston Stadium, as I mentioned. I'm surprised they didn't have, for the first game of the season, it at the Dome at America Center in St. Louis.
Or as they call it, the Battle Dome.
Yeah, for the Battlehawks. Oh, nice pass here. Number 1 from Houston takes that to the 37. Oh, that's terrible defense there by the Roughnecks. It was a screen pass, and he was able to take that for about, I'd say roughly about 31, 32 yards by number 1. Oh, that's nice. They show like the helmet cam on one of the players. Okay, number 1 on St. Louis, Mike.
Number 1 on St. Louis. Okay. I thought you were talking about Houston there for a second.
Yeah. Wide receiver. Just look up 1.
Jacour Pearson. Again, another person I've never heard of. Played at Ole Miss.
Oh, Ole Miss. So he's probably having a rooting interest tonight against Michigan State. You're going to notice the theme here. It's like there's going to be like a couple of guys we know, but the rest of the guys here in the UFL, it's going to be like that scene in Major League with Neil Flynn where he says, "Who the F are these guys?"
Maybe it wouldn't be a half bad idea if I went through some of the known players. You've already mentioned a couple. So, starting with the Arlington Renegades. Kalen Ballage, he's a running back. He was actually, I don't think he was highly drafted. I think he was like a 4th or 5th round pick for like the Dolphins 4 or 5 years ago, but he was a good college running back. Lucas Havrasik, he's the kicker on the Renegades. I know he spent time with the Rams last year, maybe the year before, but he was also with the Browns briefly last year. Marquette King, this is a weird one. Marquette King, he's a punter. He was actually like an all-pro punter with the Raiders back like 8, 9 years ago. So he really fell from like the big leagues down to the second tier. 36-year-old. So he's probably one of the old people in this league.
Okay, the Battlehawks were going for a 48-yard field goal, but I think the 2-minute warning came out. So we're going to take a break, and then when we come back, the Battlehawks will kick a field goal to try to go at 15-0.
So this is a good time to go through some of the other NFL players or known players that are on UFL rosters. Matt Corral, if you remember him, he played at Ole Miss. He was drafted maybe about 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, I remember Matt Corral.
Yeah,
I'd like to forget Matt Corral.
Oh, I know why you like to forget Matt Corral.
He plays for the Birmingham Stallions.
The defending UFL champion Birmingham Stallions.
Amari Rogers, who played for Clemson, I think he may have been one of Trevor Lawrence's big receivers back in the day. He plays for the Birmingham Stallions. Jay Sternberger, who played tight end for Dallas for a couple of seasons. He plays for the Birmingham Stallions. This is a name I know, but he's not a good player. Perrion Winfrey, he is a defensive tackle. He was drafted by the Browns, and the Browns were like really hopeful for him, but then he did something stupid. I don't know if it was like DV or DUI or something. He did not last all that long with the Browns because he got in trouble with the law.
Oh. Okay, I got to put this on the Ole Miss Michigan State game because I believe it's a 1-point game with 2 minutes to go. So I got to switch from Max to Paramount Plus here. So okay, so they're showing clips of Wilkins right here. Some of the plays he's made earlier in the game. I should note, like, Chico, what do you think this crowd is? Because they just showed an overhead shot. How empty do you think the building is tonight?
Well, they're not using the upper tiers, that's for sure. So I'm guessing 25% full.
So how many tickets do you think that is? Like 5,000 maybe?
Yeah, that seems about right.
Okay, 48-yard attempt here. No, are they going to run a fake here?
They're not going to run a fake here, are they?
Are they going to try to dry him off sides? Okay, I think they called a timeout.
Oh, Rodrigo Blankenship is the kicker.
Oh,
I remember him.
Yeah, that was a name I was going to mention later on, going through the rosters.
and I should be remiss to mention, of course, the Battlehawks head coach returning is Anthony Becht, who his son Rocco, as we all know, in the Pop Tarts Ball, made the decision to have cinnamon roll be cooked at the Pop Tarts Ball. And what a glorious moment that was, Mike.
Is he still in college? He was only a junior, right?
Let me just look at Rocco Becht real quick. He was a sophomore.
Okay, so he's nowhere near eligible for playing pro yet.
Yes.
Just going through the rosters real fast again. DC Defenders, one name I recognize, DJ Fluker, who is an offensive tackle. He was a first round pick back in 2013. So he's a veteran. He's played like 12 years in the NFL. He's with the DC Defenders. And then some other names to note really fast. Houston Roughnecks, they have Damon Arnett, who's a cornerback who played at Ohio State. He was a first round pick of the Raiders back 2020, I think, or 2020 or 2019. He didn't last all that long there. Go figure. Raiders screwing up a first round draft pick. Who would have guessed?
At least they didn't trade the farm on it.
Hey, at least you didn't. Well, I'm not gonna say it. Like a certain Raiders draft pick with a, you know, zoom, if you know what I mean.
No. Okay, so that was 2020 that you're referring to. So I'm guessing Damon Arnett would have been drafted in 2019.
By the
Zoom. Oh my gosh.
By the way, the Battlehawks kicker made the field goal, so it's 15-0 St. Louis. Oh, new era, I think, is now working with the UFL. So hopefully I can get a sweet St. Louis Battlehawks hat out of it. I have like some USFL hats that I got on clearance when the leagues merged last year. I got like a Philly Stars hat, I got a New Orleans Breakers hat, and I got like a Houston Gamblers hat. Basically all the teams that didn't make it to the merger.
All right, looking really fast at some other names. Michigan Panthers at quarterback, they have Danny Etling, who you may remember when he played at LSU. He may have been a backup to Joe Burrow or something like that.
If I'm not mistaken, the Panthers, the only UFL team to play in an NFL stadium.
Okay, they played Ford Field. Yeah, you're right. I think you're right about that. Because the Defenders play at Audi Field, and that's where DC United plays.
Not an NFL player, but I bet you he's related to one for the Michigan Panthers. They have a player named Samson Nakua, a wide receiver who played at BYU.
Oh,
who else?
Yeah.
I was going to say, who else is a wide receiver who played at BYU that absolutely has just torn it up the last 2 years in the NFL?
Oh, yeah, with the Rams.
Puka, yeah.
Oh, you know who the sideline reporter is tonight for this UFL game? Brock Hewert.
As a sideline reporter.
Yeah.
At least he's making some money in the offseason. Good on
Yeah.
him.
Well, doesn't he work for Fox now, Brock Hewert?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've mentioned him in the college football announcer pairings on 506. Okay, so 2nd and 5 here for the Roughnecks. 1:20 to go. Yeah, pass here. They're only going to get 1 yard out of it. And the ref got knocked on his ass.
Oh.
Well, at least he didn't sit on his own balls like Mr. Belvedere.
More about that on Thursday.
Yeah, we'll explain everything about that. You might be wondering, wait, what is this about Mr. Belvedere and his balls? Boy, are you excited to find out what's going to happen on Thursday. It's where we need Corky. You won't believe what happens. All right, they're gonna go to commercial here with 1:11 left in the half.
All right, good. That'll give me a chance to get through the rest of the NFL names. I see three familiar names on the San Antonio Brahmas. Kellen Mond, who was drafted at quarterback by Minnesota, I think it was about 2021. And I know he was with the Browns very briefly. I don't know if it was last year or 2023, but he was with the Browns, not with them anymore. And then speaking of the Browns, their second round pick from 2020 is on the Brahmas. Greedy Williams, cornerback, played at LSU. And the punter on the Brahmas is Brad Wing, who was a punter with Pittsburgh back in the day. I remember he was with the Steelers. I remember making jokes about him saying that he didn't have a wing and a prayer at making good punts.
I thought you were gonna make a joke about. You remember that one South Park episode with the
with Wing,
the city guy's wife Wing.
I could have made that joke, but I didn't.
That was a great episode of South Park.
That was. I'm not going to disagree with you. That was. St. Louis Battlehawks. You guys already mentioned a couple names. Rodrigo Blankenship is the kicker, and he was kicker with the Colts. Probably best known for wearing like these really thick glasses on the field. I don't know if he really had vision issues, but he wore these big honking glasses. And you mentioned Hakeem Butler earlier, who was really a highly touted wide receiver maybe 6 seasons ago coming out of college, but he had injury issues. But he's still hanging around with the Seattle Battlehawks.
St. Louis Battlehawks.
Yeah, St. Louis Battlehawks. That's exactly what I said. Ooh, a name. And this is a name from not that long ago. I think maybe about 2 or 3 years ago. If you remember Max Duggan with TCU.
Oh, I remember him. Yes.
He had a great season. When was it? I think it was like 2022 or 2021. He's a quarterback on the Battlehawks.
I think that was the year they went to the national championship against Georgia, right?
Absolutely, yes.
All right. No relation to Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, 3rd and 4 goes incomplete with 1:10. So the Battlehawks are going to get the ball back here with 2 timeouts. Okay, so Michigan State, meanwhile, is up 4 with 17-1 to go. So it looks like they're on their way to the Elite Eight. And Tennessee's up 14 on Kentucky.
I know somebody in Tennessee who is happy about that.
Well, I have a family friend who's an alum of UT, so okay, kickoff, and I believe this is going to get called back because there's a flag on the field. So we'll wait to see who the flag is on. Illegal formation on the kicking team. 5 yards added to the end of the run. First down, St. Louis with 57 seconds left. So that was a 32-yard return. And they're showing some of the highlights of Sailors right now. Damn, he's made some good plays. Like, I'm not going to lie. If I was like an NFL scout, I would be like, I would consider like picking him up. Like, show 53 rushing yards, 44 receiving yards, 97 all-purpose yards, and 1 touchdown so far tonight. So that's a pretty good first half. Okay, pass right here. And it's going to be a 9-yard run here by Wilkins, rather. So it's going to be, was it 2nd and 1 here? Yeah, it's 2nd and 1. Okay, Croc's running. You got 2 timeouts here. I mean, okay. So they got a first down, the Battlehawks. So they had 28 seconds, 2 timeouts. Okay, Ole Miss has just cut it to 2 here. I don't know how much time is left. Okay, 13-9. Okay, meanwhile, back here in the UFL game, 1st and 10.
Bill McGogan.
Wilkins throws that to number 2, and that'll be at the 19 or the 18. So number 2 on St. Louis, Mike. Hold on, let me make
Number 2.
Who does number 2 work for?
Number 2 on St. Louis is Frank Darby.
Frank Darby.
Selected by the Atlanta Falcons in the 6th round of the 2021 draft. Two receptions for 29 yards in 3 NFL seasons.
Oh. That's a shame. He had 29 yards. That's 40 short of 69. By the way, Mike, can I mention how amazing your shirt is that you're wearing tonight?
Oh, sure. You can obviously mention that.
Can you describe to the audience what you're wearing?
About 2 years ago, MLB fans may remember that Jose Ramirez absolutely knocked the ever-living stink out of Tim Anderson, and he hasn't been the same since. This is actually a shirt created by a local artist designer. It says "Down Goes Anderson," and it shows Jose Ramirez with a boxing glove on his left hand, like he actually knocked out Tim Anderson. And Tim Anderson hasn't been the same since.
No, probably the highlight of his career was being on the cover of RBI Baseball 21.
And it's been all downhill since.
Yeah. Oh, no catches for Akeem Butler tonight. 1 target. Wilkins throws that in the air and nothing. They're wanting a flag, but no, they're not going to get it. Coverage by number 26 on Houston.
I'm guessing you want to know who 26 on Houston is?
Yes.
That's the aforementioned Damon Arnett.
Okay. All right, we got a 3rd and 10 here for the Battlehawks. And Wilkins is going to throw that. And that's going to be bobbled for 1 yard. So the Battlehawks will send the field goal unit out to try to make this an 18-0 game before we head to the half. And there's the St. Louis Kickers goggles that you were mentioning, Mike.
Talking about Rodrigo Blankenship.
Blankenship, yes. Okay, 33-yard attempt here by Blankenship. And he's going to kick that, and it'll go through the uprights, and that ends the half. St. Louis up 18-0. So Houston will receive the second half kickoff when play resumes.
And it's been all St. Louis.
Yeah. Like, do we have stats for? Let me just check the UFL website. I hope we got stats here.
Well, I'm on the Fox Sports website, which is probably the only place I can get a box score.
Okay. Is the box score there?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Can you read off some of the stats from this game?
I will as soon as Fox stops auto-playing this, whatever it is.
Oh yeah, because this is why Fox Sports website sucks.
It does. It is. It's like they have good football product, but their website stinks. And so does Colin Cowherd. Oh, sorry.
No, the correct name for him should be Colin Cowherd.
Colin Cowherd, yeah. Manny
Thank you,
Wilk.
Phil. Thank you, Phyllis Beluga.
All right, so going into the half.
It's not Bal.
I know. Going into the half for the Battlehawks, Manny Wilkins, 13-17 for 167 yards.
Oh, damn.
No touches, no picks.
You know what? That's a perfectly good, adequate first half.
He did fine. But he also ran in a touchdown off of 6 carries, so there's something. But leading rusher is Jacob Sailors, 53 yards off of 11 carries, 1 touch, including a 21-yarder. And your leading receiver, Shakur Pearson, 75 yards, 5 for 5. Perfect catching so far. Everything's just working out for the Battlehawks.
Everything coming up Melhouse. So, okay, they just showed on Fox the first round games from the Crown that are airing on FS1 on Monday. So do you want me to read out these games that are going to be part of the Crown?
I bet they're terrible, but go ahead.
Okay, 3:00, we got Utah against Butler. At 5:30, we got George Washington against Boise State. At 8:30, we got Nebraska against Arizona State. And then the late night game at 11, you got Georgia against Washington State. So, that means we got Pac-2 representation in the Crown.
Yay.
You know what, Mike? You think the Pac-2 is going to take that college basketball crown home to Wazoo?
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
The Roughnecks haven't had much of the ball. I mean, Anthony Brown has gone 5 of 10 for 21 yards total.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He is terrible. And your leading rusher is also Anthony Brown with 20 yards.
Yeah, talk about what can Brown not do for you, am I right?
Brown is making Brown down there.
No, he doesn't have that Brown energy.
He is not a hot Brown.
No. Okay, Michigan State won, so they're going to the Elite Eight. And Tennessee's up 16 on Kentucky with like 6:50 to go. So
I'm cheering for Tennessee to win that one. By the way, leading receiver is Justin Hall for the Roughnecks. 2 of 2 for... wait, no, that's wrong. 3 of 5 for 16 yards.
16 yards. Okay. Oh, they're showing this weird, like, CGI, like, commercial for, like, Texas tourism, I guess. And someone was wearing the Texas hat. And you know what I wish they were wearing?
Oh, no.
Say it, Mike.
The Texas Rangers cap where it said Titas on it. Tetas.
Tetas.
Yeah.
Say it
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to explain what that means, but
I know what it. Being a man of Latin descent, I do know what that means.
yeah. You know how much I went on eBay? I saw that cap is going for like $160.
It went down because I saw some a couple weeks ago going for like $700 to $1,000.
Oh. Could you imagine if somebody actually wore that cap to a Rangers game?
That'd be funny.
It would be funny.
We have the two major rule changes this year. The kicker moves to the 30-yard line, and the kicking team will be lined up at the receiving team's 40, with the receiving core lined up at the 30.
Oh. So I guess it's to liven up the kick returns.
Yeah, and once it's and if it's if it goes for a touchback, it goes to the 35. No, it goes to the 20. Sorry.
Okay, like the old rules.
Yeah. Second is the coach's challenge.
Oh, wait, we got a super challenge.
If they win the first challenge, they get a second challenge. And they must have a timeout before they can use one.
Well, that's kind of sick. A super challenge.
Win, and you can do it again.
Okay, since the Tennessee game is pretty much decided at this point, I decided to put on my iPad the Mets Astros game because that's on Apple TV tonight. So put it on my iPad. I will say, like the picture quality on the Apple broadcast is amazing. Like the way the colors are and everything.
I like the way the colors are popping.
I think it's in 4K.
And also you'll see the displays.
Yeah,
nice and clean. It's a clean display.
It's a nice, clean display, and they showed Doc and Daryl on there just now.
Yeah.
And somebody in the crowd is wearing a nice Daryl Strawberry Mitchell Ness. So, okay, first and second for the Mets here in the top of the sixth. And now let me just look at the Tennessee game. Okay, they're up 15 with 4:43 to go. So, actually, you know what would be funny? If I go into the Score mobile app and see if there's like a gambling line on the Crown games. I need to know what degenerate gambler is going to be betting money on the college basketball Crown. Well, here we go. Butler in Utah. The line is Butler 1.5. Boise State, George Washington. The line is Boise 8.5. Nebraska, Arizona State. Nebraska 5.5. Georgetown, Washington State. The line's 3.5. And then for the Tuesday games, Oregon State, UCF. UCF is the favorite at 5.5. Colorado against Villanova. Villanova is 2.5. DePaul and Cincinnati. Cincinnati is the favorite at 9.5. And Tulane at USC. USC is the favorite at 9.5. But the NIT semifinals. You want to see the matchups for the NIT semis? We got North Texas against UC Irvine and Loyola of Illinois against Chattanooga.
I can't get excited over Chattanooga.
Well, Chattanooga won a triple overtime game in the first round of the NIT.
I do remember that.
Yeah. So okay, would it be a good time to mention the figure that I showed you guys before we started recording the regular episode we did?
Go ahead. I mean, I'm looking at baseball, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, I got on eBay the Andre the Giant WWE Mattel figure in the Rock and Wrestling green and pink getup. But not only that, I got the Andre 87 championship belt with it, which does not go around his waist, which is a rip. This was a belt custom made for Andre, and the belt does not go around the figure's waist. What the hell, Mattel? I should be like a Karen and complain to Mattel about it, but whatever. So what are we looking forward to in the baseball season?
Just gonna see if we have that sort of sophomore curse with the Dodgers, man. So far, so good. It's in LA. Just saying.
Yeah, but it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Mike, how are the Guardians? Are they like didn't they win their opening day game?
Yeah, they wanted an extra innings.
Okay. And uh what's the situation now with the TV there?
They came to terms, the different providers, I should say. Spectrum, DirecTV, Uverse, everybody but like YouTube TV, and I think there's another one that didn't come to terms. They all made their agreements public yesterday, maybe about like 10 o'clock in the morning, and the game started at 4. And I found out yesterday just going through the cable guide, and there was a new channel there, and it was one number above where Sports Time Ohio slash Bally Sports Great Lakes used to be, which ended at the beginning of this month. And so I just took a look to see what they were airing at 4 o'clock, and lo and behold, it said Guardians at Kansas City Royals. So that's how I found out about it before the media even said anything.
All right. So um so it's MLB is producing the broadcast, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm trying to think, what teams does FanDuel even have left at this point?
Well, FanDuel does have FanDuel Ohio, which is the old sports, not Sports Time Ohio, but the old what the heck was it? Bally Sports Ohio, and they also have the Cincinnati version, which basically is the same as the Ohio version, except they occasionally show Reds games, even though they're blacked out in this area for some reason. There's got to be a few other ones left. Let me just doing a quick little search
I
here.
know. I know
And
FanDuel Sports South is still a thing for when you want to, be sad Hornets fan. I guess I don't know.
Okay, I have the teams that they have still available to them. Atlanta, Detroit, Kansas City, the Angels, the Marlins, the Brewers, the Cardinals, and the Rays. So they still have 8 Major League Baseball teams. And actually, I was watching on MLB TV today. I was watching the Rays game today, forget who I think they were playing Colorado, and they won on a walk-off. I turned it on just because I was curious to see how the heck Steinbrenner Field looked for the Rays. And I got to say, you'd never know that it was the Yankee spring training facility. They did a really good job, like, taking, like, 95% of, like, all the Yankees out of it.
They did as good a job as they could do. Let's just say that.
Oh, Cameron Misner hit a walk-off home run in the bottom of the ninth for the Rays to beat the Rockies 3-2. So that is the first ever walk-off of the 2025 season, technically.
No, actually, there was one in Miami yesterday. The Marlins beat the Pirates in a walk-off.
Was that a home run, though?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Kyle Stowers.
Okay, well then whoever posted this on the Reddit MLB page, you're a effing liar. Because that ain't true at all.
Let me ask you about a player on the Mets, Greg.
Okay.
I read about a player on the Mets, just made his major league debut, who either this past offseason or while he was in the minor leagues, he was working at Whole Foods.
Yes, I saw this. He was a 24th round pick of the Mets in 2018, which is amazing because the MLB draft now is 20 rounds. They don't have a 24th round anymore.
I don't know the name. I'm guessing it's Hayden Singer.
Yeah, that's the guy.
And he's a backup catcher for the Mets.
Yes.
What happened to Francisco Alvarez?
I think he is hurt. There's a lot of people hurt on the Mets right now. Like Manai is hurt. I think McNeil's hurt. It's a lot of people on the Mets that have some injuries right now. Okay, SNY from 2 days ago. Francisco Alvarez recently got stitches out, is nearing baseball activities. Alvarez is recovering from a broken bone in his hand. So let me just read the article. 23-year-old underwent surgery 2 weeks ago, got his stitches out on Monday and set to begin strength work. Manager Carlos Mendoza said on Wednesday, adding Alvarez is expected to resume baseball activities shortly after he starts his strength work. And it says they expect him to return in about 6 weeks.
So it sounds like Singer will at least be with the major league club for another month and a half or so.
Something like that. Okay, now it's 74-58 Tennessee with about 2 minutes to go. So Tennessee well on their way to going to the Elite Eight. The sad thing is, if you had like a Tennessee, Auburn, Ole Miss trifecta, you lost tonight.
Gentlemen, I'm going to tap out for the night.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Have fun talking about UFL.
Okay.
We'll do
All right,
what
later,
we
Mike.
can.
All right. Oh man, I'm seeing like, what the hell am I seeing on CBS? I'm seeing like animated dancing things on CBS right now.
Animated dancing things?
Yeah,
What kind
it's
of
like
animated dancing things?
like the stuff you'd see on Snapchat. You know, like when you put your camera filter on something in Snapchat, and like
Oh
there's
God.
they look like something you'd see in Connect. All right,
This look.
I'm
This
taking
looks.
snaps of it. Just hold on a second. I'm sending it right now. Hold on a minute.
Whose idea was this, and how can I have their job?
Okay, let me. All right. Why the hell is this not sent? Okay, sending. Okay, it's sent. Don't tell me this doesn't look like something you'd see on Connect or like on the Xbox 360.
Let me take a look here. What in the name of sanity is this?
Yeah, what in the name of F is this? Hold on a second.
They couldn't squeeze out another couple more episodes of Blue Bloods? Oh wait,
No.
no, because of the basketball.
Basketball, yeah, obviously. All right, let's put the game. Hey, 4 minutes expired like in the third quarter. Not that we're missing much. It's still 18-0.
And Jacob Sailors is having himself a game. Unfortunately, well, actually, Jacob Sailors is having a game. These are the sort of numbers that NFL
Oh,
scouts pay attention to.
okay. Hold on a second, Chico. I think I have the show. Hold on a minute. Let me just. Okay, let me just. I gotta take a snap on my iPhone, and I gotta freaking cue this up real quick. Okay, now I gotta make sure I crop it good enough so everything can get into frame. Actually,
Screw
no,
this.
I gotta take another picture. Just hang on a second. This is thrilling radio, folks. Okay, let me just take another.
Oh my god, it's like, hey, this would have been. I'm still looking at the Xbox stuff, and all I can say is this would have been so relevant 15 years ago.
It would have, yes.
And everybody and their mother had a me.
Oh, hold on a second. All right, I gotta edit that. So I gotta delete that. So, all right. So let me see if I can just get that into frame good enough. Okay, what? Yeah, this could work. Okay, hold on a second. There you go. The graphic that says total yards: St. Louis 298, Houston 51.
It's true, and they're all passing yards. If I'm not, no, they're not all passing yards.
No, they're not, because the running back is like I think we said he has like
Anthony
50 something.
Brown is the leading rusher. When your leading rusher is the quarterback, you're gonna have problems.
Oh, you meant Houston. I thought you were talking about St. Louis.
I thought you were talking about Houston.
No. Okay, we got a 3rd and 4 here for the Battlehawks. About 10 minutes to go. And they're well within field goal range right here. And
They got plenty of time to kill.
they're going to be just short of the first down here.
That's okay, because they still have this game in control.
Clyde is saying go, and I guess Becht is going to go for it here on 4th and 1. So, yeah, I guess it makes sense. They're not freaking moving the ball, Houston. So it's like, well, you might as well freaking go for it on 4th and 1.
You got nothing to lose at this point.
You get the schedule for the upcoming games here for week 1 of the UFL, as that ball is just being thrown into the next county, and St. Louis will turn it over on down. So,
Whip, 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 whip.
okay, tomorrow on ESPN at noon, we got Michigan at Memphis. And then the actually no, we got 3 games on Saturday. So no. Let me just make sure. We got 1 game tomorrow and 2 games on Sunday. So the Michigan Memphis game I mentioned is the Sunday noon game on ESPN. The 3 o'clock noon game on Sunday on ESPN is Birmingham at DC. Now the Saturday game tomorrow at 4 o'clock on Fox is San Antonio at Arlington. And that is at Choctaw Stadium. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's what used to be the ballpark in Arlington.
You are correct, sir.
That's now an MLS stadium. I think they converted it to an MLS stadium when the Rangers opened their current stadium, which is, I think it's Globe Life
Globe
Field.
Globe Life Park.
Globe Life Field is the name of it. I think that's what the last name of the ballpark in Arlington was when the Rangers were there, Globe Life Park.
So now it's Globe Life Field.
Globe Life Field is across the street from the old stadium. I gotta be quite honest, I don't like the Texas Rangers' new field. It just looks ugly. It looks robot. It looks like something out of Super Baseball 2020.
It looks corporate. Not like corporate like FedEx Field corporate, but
do you know what event? Do you know what event that they're going to be hosting in July?
Got it. It's not the World Cup. That's next year.
No, it's not the World Cup. They're hosting AEW All In July.
You know, you can actually that theme can actually work for AEW.
Yeah, I guess.
By the way, news is live on WRAL Plus, Channel 34 Spectrum 1257, and the WRAL apps. As my local Fox station will tell me.
Oh, they just showed Anthony Brown sets. 5 for 11, 21 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he just had 2 interceptions. He got benched. He got benched for number 14. So let me try to get the rosters. Mike's not here, so I'm gonna go to the roster and check number 14. That is Nolan Henderson, 5'11", 202 out of Delaware. So he's a blue hen, just like former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco.
Does that mean we get to call him Bird? This will make sense on Thursday, folks.
All right, a 1st and 10 for Houston here. Henderson is going to throw that, and it's incomplete, went out of bounds. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Roughnecks. And by the way, is probably figure Chico that is going to be the show image, the total yardage.
I hope you.
All right.
I hope you clipped it.
It's pretty much clipped. There's like a little black spot on the top left. I'm like, it's good enough.
I can hide that. I can make that black box disappear.
Oh, okay. Actually, as we recording this, I uploaded the latest podcast me and Dane did. I took like a snap of like something from like a YouTube like thing from Georgia Championship Wrestling along the same time that the episode we're focused on was in February of '84 on YouTube of the Road Warriors. So I took the snap of the picture and I enhanced it in AI so it doesn't look crappy like the ass VHS recording it is. I think it's pretty fine if you look at the picture, but what do I know? Houston cannot get anything going tonight.
Nope. Houston is just ugly.
So they're gonna punt it here. Battlehawks field it, and that's gonna go to the 30. So it'll be Battlehawks ball when we come back. It's about all right. 6:13 to go.
In the third, and the Battlehawks already have this game well and truly in hand.
But remember, Chico, it is technically a 2-possession game in the UFL because remember they have 3-point conversions after a touchdown.
Yeah. The you know it, you love it. The action point.
Yeah, I don't see anyone complimenting the World Football League for innovating the action point because who wants to see a kicker? Am I right?
We saw plenty of Rodrigo Blankenship tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, we did. Oh, SmackDown tonight's from London. So, Tessator is in London tonight.
Which means they are staying up way past their bedtime.
Unless they taped it earlier.
True. Could
Yeah,
be one of
because
those things where they air it live, and then when it's 9 o'clock, they'll air it again.
they'll air it on US. Well, with Netflix now, with Monday Night Raw, they air it live as it's going on, no matter where it is. Because when they were in Brussels like a week and a half ago, they aired it live at like 3 in the afternoon.
Afternoon wrestling.
Yeah, it's like you're watching Global on ESPN back in the day. Do you remember the Global Wrestling Federation on ESPN, Chico?
Oh God, that must have been way after my time.
No, that was like 94. That was like 92, 93, 94. It was like I think it took place at like the Sportatorium in Texas. It was like it was like after World Class Championship Wrestling, Global Wrestling Federation.
Okay, I remember it now.
Yeah. I think ESPN, like when they weren't airing like episodes of AWA, Back in the day, they'd air like on a Friday, they'd air like old reruns of World Class Championship Wrestling. Oh, what a nice run here by this Battlehawks running back. That is
That's
okay.
been the story all day with that. That it's like you have a team that can run and a team that cannot stop it.
Okay, 41. That is Javon Howard out of Alcorn State. And they get a pass there to Howard. That'll be a second down. So, okay, the offensive comparison 157 rushing yards for the Battlehawks. Roughnecks total yards 62. Well, you know what that means, Chico. If
7
somehow
more yards.
they're 7 more yards away from 69.
Nice.
That'll be nice if they can get 7 more yards.
This Houston team on this night.
No.
You crazy. Boy, stop being crazy right now.
You know what? It's early in the season, but if we could do power rankings right now, with only seeing 2 of the 8 teams play, I bet you the 6 teams that haven't played yet, we can rank higher than the Roughnecks right now.
Yep.
A third
Fact,
and 4.
couple minutes ago, they had the championship lines.
Oh. Okay, they just showed they just showed Max Duggan in the photo of the Heisman finalists from 2022. Stetson Bennett, CJ Stroud, Caleb Williams. And it's like, man, one of these 4 does not belong here. And I'm not talking about Stetson Bennett.
Max Dugan, CJ Stroud. One of these things is not like the other.
Wasn't that a Disney movie, The Devil and Max Duggan? Or Dugan?
Maybe?
Let me look. Wiki, The Devil, and...
Maybe I'm thinking of the Devil and Max Devil. I don't know.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, why? Okay. Elliot Gould's in the movie, but you know who played the devil?
Who played the devil?
Mr. Black, the comedian Mr. Black. Not
Oh.
that one. Did the black Mr. Black?
Oh.
Adam Rich was in the supporting cast.
He would have been an angsty teenager by then, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it'd be like what, 2-3 years into 8 is enough.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know what year it came out.
Just like release date was February 11th, 1981. So
okay, so yeah, would have been the penultimate season of 8 is enough.
Oh, I'm gonna read the Wikipedia synopsis on the reception. Actually, I'm gonna share it. Okay. The film was met with very negative reviews from critics, many of which were heavily critical of its satanic imagery and Cosby's performance. Vincent Canby of the New York Times wrote that the film is neither the worst nor certainly the best of the lot. Variety wrote that starting out well, film falls on its face flat and never recovers. Gene Siskel was positive, giving the film 3 out of 4 stars and calling it a surprising success. Oh, so Gene was the one.
Roger, come get your partner.
It was considered controversial for Disney for its darker subject matter and Cosby's portrayal of a villainous character. Oh, no. Trust me, folks. That was not acting, guys. It was also not a moneymaker for the studio. It came in 45th place in the U.S. box office for the year with a $16 million gross. But an August 81 article in the New York Times quoted Ron W. Miller as saying it lost money. Although the film was one of the earliest in a series of PG-rated films designed to modernize the studio's image, this had a what's that word, Chico? Reciprocal?
It had a reciprocal negative effect when they received angry letters from longtime supporters of the company who objected to the profanity in the dialogue, claiming that Walt Disney would never have allowed it. How do y'all know what Walt Disney wouldn't have allowed? Were you in the room when Walt Disney did the shit he did? Were you in the room where it happens?
Oh, it was first released on video cassette in late 81 and then discontinued for years in spite of Bill Cosby's renewed TV popularity because, oh, I said the name. Oh, fuck.
You said the name 3 times, Greg.
It started its 8-year run in 1984, the same year Elliot Gould sitcom E-R came and went. Now you see, in 1984, they could have leashed off the success of the Mr. Black Show and E-R.
I gotta look at something here.
Oh, I got good news. Anchor Bay Entertainment released the film on DVD in 2000. I think that was around the same time they released The Black Hole on DVD, Anchor Bay.
I gotta take a look at something here.
Okay.
Okay. It is not on Disney Plus.
Oh, fucker. That this film is not on Disney Plus.
Yeah, you look for The Devil, you'll find The Devil's Own, the Before the Devil Knows You're Dead, and Devil in the Family, The Fall of Ruby Frankie.
Oh, that's if you have Disney Plus with Hulu.
Yeah.
The Devil and Ruby Frankie. What a real life heel she was, Ruby Frankie.
Oh, and the devil is a part-timer.
Oh. Well, of course he's a part-timer.
I've never seen that. I have to take a look at that.
What is the devil as a part-timer?
The devil is okay. Inches away from conquering the world, the devil is foiled by a hero and finds himself in modern-day Tokyo with no real-world skills to speak of. The devil is forced to make ends meet flipping burgers at a fast food joint. I am going to spend the weekend watching this.
Oh, hard times for the Whammy's daddy.
Hard times.
Yeah, this is the point where we could have just played the Dusty. You could just, if you're listening, insert the Dusty Rhodes Hard Times promo here. No respect, no honor. There are no honor among thieves. Ric Flair put hard times on Dusty Rhodes and his family.
Oh, there was something else I wanted to see while I had Disney Plus open. Black Hole.
It's on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus. Right next to Black Panther.
Oh, that's terrific. It's something for the whole family. You get like a robot and you get Chadwick Boseman. That's a great double feature.
Wakanda forever.
You know what? If we ran a drive-through, we could take the first ever Black Hole Black Panther double feature. And we could just say never before, never again. Black Hole Black Panther double feature.
There you go. And as we get set to kick off the fourth quarter, you did not miss a single thing. It is still 18-0.
And by the way, if you're keeping score at home, The Houston Astros tonight against the Mets have scored more than the Roughnecks. They've scored 1 run in 6 2/3 innings.
I've got to see. I got to see if can I use the app to bring up the okay, there it is, the UFL. See, if I go to the app, no, it will not.
It's the Spectrum app.
No, I'm using my pad to access the ESPN app, but I
Okay.
cannot get the box score.
It's not on the Fox Sports app, the box score.
I could look at the Fox Sports app.
Okay, we got a 3rd and 3 here, and we're going to throw it, and that's going to be incomplete to Butler. No flag, 4th and 3, so they're just going to send, the kicker. Rodrigo, the kicker, right?
Yeah.
On St. Louis, yeah.
Yeah.
And the Houston quarterback, he really got away with holding on Butler.
Surprised nobody threw a flag on that.
Yeah, Butler's like, what the hell?
Like, mother bitch, what?
All right, 24-yard attempt. He's going to come out with his Bubba Ray Dudley looking glasses right here.
Bubba Ray Dudley looking motherfucker.
And what the hell is with the clock here? Are they doing? Oh, I think they're going to use a super challenge. Anthony Beck's going to use a super challenge because you can challenge any on-field ruling.
Yep.
So Anthony Beck's going to use his super challenge.
Each team is allowed 1 challenge per game. If they earn the second challenge, if it's successful, and they may challenge any on-field ruling, including fouls or potential fouls. But they must have 1 timeout remaining.
Okay, I'm listening to Pereira on the game. He says it's probably going to win the challenge here.
Yeah, that was a definite holding call. Oh, DPI. Ball goes on the 1.
Yeah, because it was in end zone, so that should be on the 1. Yeah. So Anthony Beck, he wins the super challenge.
So he gets another super challenge.
You know what would be great if Anthony Beck won the second super challenge? If they were like, we're gonna triple the super challenges. Go all Richard Karn. Gonna triple the super challenges. And Wilkins gets the touchdown for St. Louis. And it is now a 24-0 Battlehawks lead with 13:30 to go.
Dives for the end zone.
Yeah, he got it right above the line. There you go.
As a matter of fact, I don't know what time it is. Why don't you tell me what time it is?
It's Vader time, obviously. Houston's going to call a timeout on a 1-point conversion down 24-0. Okay, sure, you do that, Roughnecks.
Whatever you say, homie.
Okay, let me just check. What the hell was the final score of the Tennessee game? All right, let me just put that in here. Scores. It was 78-65. Meanwhile, Auburn, Michigan tied at 13 with 11:49 remaining the first half.
Earlier, Texas Tech won by 2 yesterday.
And in overtime, I think we did, or if we didn't, we mentioned it in the right before we started taping our regular episode about what happened last night. Arkansas had like a ridiculous like lead. I think they were up like 13 with like 4.5 to go,
And they blew it.
They blew the lead. But
well, what else can you expect on 3/28?
I'll give Arkansas a lot of credit for like the first year with Calipari. They went to the Sweet 16, which, I mean, in a rebuilding year, I mean, that's not bad. I hate that they beat St. John's in the second round, though. What can you do? Oh, we got whatever this ad is on CBS with Pedro Pascal right now.
Pedro Pascal, he's dreamy.
I'm just curious. Oh, it's for AirPods 4. Okay. Pedro Pascal, one of the seemingly 80 cast members that are going to be in Avengers Doomsday coming next year. We sat for 5 hours the other day, staring at chairs, waiting to see what was going to be on the next chair.
The list was Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm / the Invisible Woman, Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson / Captain America, Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes / Winter Soldier, Letitia Wright as Shuri / Black Panther, Paul Rudd in the microscopic chair as Scott Lang / Ant-Man, Wyatt Russell as John Walker / U.S. Agent, Tenoch Huerta Mejia as Namor, the Submariner.
I'm happy that Namor is back in this.
Eben Moss Backrack as Ben Grimm / The Thing, Simu Liu as Shang-Chi, the Master of Kung Fu, Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova, Take All My Money, Kelsey Grammer as Dr. Hank McCoy / Beast. That's going to be strictly mocap. Not going to lie.
Oh, yeah, it's good because I think in the Marvels, in that brief cameo scene at the end of the movie, it was mocap.
Yeah.
And it looked like his X-Men, the animated series self, which I actually loved. I loved the animation in that scene because it reminded me of the animated series Beast, which I love the animated series Beast.
Louis Pullman as Bob Reynolds / Sentry, Danny Ramirez as Joaquin Torres / Falcon, Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm / Human Torch, David Harbour as Alexei Shostakov / Red Guardian, Winston Duke as M'Baku, Hannah John Kamen as Ava Star / Ghost, Tom Hiddleston as Loki, Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier / Professor X, Ian McKellen. You know what? They brought his chair. You know what music they used?
What?
The Haim Saban Shuki Levy X-Men theme.
Oh, the animated. Now, did you see what theme they used for Tom Hiddleston when they showed his chair?
The Loki theme?
The Loki theme. As soon as I heard that, I was like, yeah!
Ian
So
McKellen.
I'm gonna, before you mention Ian McKellen, I wonder if like it's gonna be Gods of Stories Loki from the end of season 2 that's gonna show up.
We shall see. Okay, Ian McKellen is Eric Lensher / Magneto. Alan Cumming is Kurt Wagner / Nightcrawler.
Now that was the one I was excited about seeing Alan Cumming.
Yeah. The host of The Traitors is going back to the role that made him a star, ladies and gentlemen.
That could be in our favorites of 2024, The Traitors.
Well, it was.
I'm sorry, 2025. I'm sorry.
Well, it was already in our favorites. I want to say a couple of years ago. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
like you can put on our favorites. Season 2 of Severance, finally.
I don't think we mentioned Severance when we did the year in review for when it was on the first season, so we could put that on there.
We could theoretically do that. Yeah. Rebecca Romaine as Raven Darkholm / Mystique. James Marsden as Scott Summers / Cyclops. Channing Tatum as Remy LeBeau / Gambit. Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards / Mr. Fantastic. Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. And Jerry Mathers as the Beaver.
So I guess Gambit got out of the void at the end of Deadpool and Wolverine. Although, wasn't there like that one deleted scene that hinted that he got out?
I want to say there was. I want to say I remember seeing it. All I can remember, though, is that giant CG 20th Century Fox logo that was very off-putting for me.
Was there when the battle sequence?
Yes, it was off-putting.
It wasn't off-putting as hearing Chris Evans as Johnny Storm curse up a storm.
No, I totally expected that.
I did appreciate it, like at the end of after the credits, Wade being like, "I'm sick of all these rumors that got Johnny killed. Here's the video evidence." And damn it, he produced the video evidence of Johnny cursing a storm. Oh, did you see the pun I made? Johnny caused a storm.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Oh, look, Houston's moving the ball here. It's 3rd and 7.
This game's not over yet. Don't go home yet, folks.
It's still a contest, folks.
It's 2 yards for Henderson, but still, it's 2 yards.
It's still 2 yards. It's better than nothing.
And they managed to catch by Chisholm for a first down. They're moving the ball.
But there's a flag here. Okay, a holding penalty. That's number 78, Zach Banner. So let me get his information here. Zach Banner.
I kick your butt, Zach Banner.
6'8", 335 out of Southern Cal. So a 1st and 20. It's going to put that up. Caught. Okay, that's about 18 yards to Justin Hall out of Ball State University. I'd say who their mascot would be, but you're going to find out on Thursday at Ball State, if you know what I mean, Chico.
I think I do.
And I need to note, for those wondering, which is nobody, but Chico's background after 2 weeks still remains the Tokyo Dome.
Hey, this background speaks to me. Baseball on the inside, Super Sentai on the outside.
And Dave Meltzer rating all the Kenny Omega matches from their 5 or 6 stars. I'm sorry.
6 stars with Kenny Omega.
I forgot that because obviously he rated that one Okada Omega match like 6 stars.
And Greg brought up the fact that I saw the Tokyo Dome background, and I told him the story of how I did a deep dive on Inoki Bombaye 2000, where Antonio Inoki was in the Osaka Dome and spent almost 3 minutes just smacking people.
Smacking the shit out of everybody in the chest. Like, he just slapped everybody.
Just slapped them crazy.
We should have like something like that. We should have like, I don't know, at WrestleMania Triple H slapping like everybody in the face or something. You'd like that.
I would like that. I would like that. Okay. Oh. Okay. Houston's in the red zone. Houston's in the red zone now.
Oh, this is amazing. I didn't think we'd see Houston in a position to score tonight, but
They're
they,
still not in a position to score.
well,
Went
yeah.
over the head of Chisholm.
Okay, I'm way ahead of you, so hold on. Oh man, this pass was shitty. I'll wait for it to show up on your end.
That was the exact same pass that Chisholm missed the first time.
They thought surely this play will work again. It did not
No.
work. Did not work again.
At this point, you're better off running the damn ball. Shoot. We've seen Henderson scramble. We know he's able.
Okay, 3rd and 10. No flag.
That one went to Butler.
Okay, so that's Emmanuel Butler. So not to be confused with Hakeem Butler on the Battlehawks. So Emmanuel Butler, 6'3", 221 from Northern Arizona.
All right. I believe they're going to, put something on the board. Put something on the board.
Oh, they're going to use a super challenge here, Houston. I believe, because I thought that was pass interference here. Yeah, hands were definitely on, so they're going to use the super challenge.
All right, I want to take a look at the video here. Yep, there were definitely hands. Not like it would have helped anything, but there were definitely hands.
Okay, so we're getting a good shot of the command center here.
That looks like a that looks like a scam call center.
It does. Actually, I think isn't Pereira like the head of officiating for the league?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So, oh, the call stands. I'm surprised. Okay,
But that looked like that looked like hands though.
I know, but what do we know?
I guess there wasn't enough definitive
Evidence.
Evidence, yeah.
All right, they'll just go for it, I guess. Well, remember, technically, it's a 3-possession game, so you might as well go for it here.
$7:20 left in the game.
Oh, that is a scary ass mask I just saw.
Oh no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Hell no. No. Oh, he's going for it. And nope.
No. And that is broken up by Cameron Kelly, number 4, out of San Diego State. So we got 7 minutes and 15 seconds, and the Roughnecks still have not scored. Will they put up anything tonight?
St. Louis just has to burn clock. Just burn clock. You know what burn clock means?
Just run the friggin' ball and just kill all the clock. Okay, I'm putting it back to this CBS here. Michigan up 1, and they just hit a 3, so they're up 4 with 5:20 in the first half. And Houston has a 5-4 lead. About 3 minutes gone by in the first half. And Tom Izzo, meanwhile, is just chilling watching the second game, seeing who will play. Now, can you imagine how sick it would be if we had a Michigan State regional final?
That would be pretty sick.
Where is the South Regional being held?
South
Oh,
region.
they're in Atlanta.
Is in Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah, so they playing at playing where the Hawks play.
The not the World Congress Center.
I think I'm not sure if it's still called the Phillips Arena. I know it was called the Phillips Arena. I'm not sure that's the current name of the building.
State Farm Arena.
Okay, so that's the name of what's used to be Phillips Arena.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
One of the best features of State Farm Arena, it has Atlanta spelled out in its gate facade, so you know what city you're in.
I appreciate that Fox makes use of Cletus in their UFL coverage. I think I've had Mike share his thoughts about Cletus. What do you think about Cletus, the robot?
I don't know. I think a Gundam could totally kick his ass.
What do you think is the deal with Cletus?
I think it's a time traveling Rupert Murdoch in a robot suit.
Yeah, that would make sense because Rupert Murdoch's pretty evil. He'd probably like turn himself into a robot. Oh, damn! Oh! Is he gonna go all the way here? He is! 74 yards by number 41, Howard. And the Battlehawks now lead 30-0.
Oh God. Stop the damn match. These kids have families.
Imagine, I wish Jim Ross were calling this game. Stop the damn game. This team has a family. By the way, Dark Side of the Ring Season 6 just premiered, and they had their first episode on the Hell in a Cell match between Undertaker and Mankind. And JR was interviewed in that episode. I will 1-point conversion and the Battlehawks get it. It's 31-0. Duggan runs it in for the 1-point conversion.
Now it's a four possession game.
4-possession game. Now I will say in that Dark Side of the Ring episode, the reenactments, those probably might be some of my favorite reenactments they've done on this show. Because they did the reenactment of Undertaker throwing Mankind off the cell. And I was like, holy shit, they actually did it. They actually successfully recreated the throw off the cell. I remember when that happened live, Chico. I remember watching it on the Scramble Vision,
Uh-huh.
and my first reaction was when 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 JR said, "Oh my God, they killed him." My literal thought was, did the Undertaker just murder mankind on live television?
It was a work, bruh.
I know, but he said he was broken in half, and I'm like, his body is literally broken in half. It seemed like it though if you were watching it on the replay, and I think the full match is on YouTube. Maybe on the I don't know if it's on the actual WWE YouTube channel or the Vault channel. But I will say the WWE Vault YouTube channel, as I mentioned with Dane, it's probably like my new favorite thing on YouTube. Just like all the rarities they're putting on that channel. They right now have like a live stream that just airs WrestleMania 3, which is amazing. Actually, let me just put on. Oh, good. They're airing right now on the Vault on the live feed. Honky Tonk Man versus Jake the Snake Roberts from WrestleMania 3.
Oh, nice.
Which means I think the next match is going to be the Iron Sheik humbling that jabroni Brian Blair and nearly sodomizing him in front of God and Country and Jesus and Mr. McMahon. Oh, let me just see. Sunday at 7 p.m. There's a live stream on the Vault channel for WrestleMania 24, which is, I believe, the Ric Flair retirement match against Shawn Michaels. And also Big Show against Floyd Mayweather. Do you remember that, Chico? Remember Big Show against Floyd Mayweather?
I do. It was not exactly yeah.
It was not exactly a great WrestleMania moment. Actually, Big Show did not win his first match at WrestleMania until WrestleMania 28. Do you know who he beat to get his first WrestleMania win at WrestleMania 28?
Let's see if my mind is if my brain is correct. WrestleMania 28 was in
It was in
2010.
Miami. It was in Miami at the Dolphin Stadium. So this is 2012.
Okay, 2012. WrestleMania 28. And who was it again?
It was, who did Big Show beat at WrestleMania 28? He was the Intercontinental
Cody
Champion.
Rhodes. Cody Rhodes.
This was when I think he was either dashing or undashing Cody Rhodes. He was dashing and then he became undashing Cody Rhodes when Rey Mysterio kicked him in the nose. And then he wore like a Dr. Doom mask for like a year. And, and he had like this the gimmick was like, no, I don't want you all to look at me. I'm ugly. When in reality, it's like he's completely fine. And then I think later, like, he teamed with like Dustin as like a tag team against the Shield. And then like he became like, because Dustin was Gold Dust. Remember when he became Stardust?
I remember that.
Yeah, that was something, Stardust.
That happened.
Yeah. And now he's an American Nightmare. Notice we'd rather talk about Cody than watch the Roughnecks attempt to try to score right now. Henderson is 4 for 12 with 44 yards. There's 4:34 remaining.
And
I wonder.
Houston is trying desperately to make something happen. Desperately.
Who would have thought like there'd be a strong possibility the Astros would actually score more than the Roughnecks tonight? Oh, God. Griffin Canning's on the Mets now? Well, I guess that's what happens when Naya and Montas are on the injured list, I guess.
Yep. You gotta have somebody.
You know, one of the things I like about the Apple broadcast is you can actually, if you don't want to listen to the Apple announcers, who, let's be honest, are usually terrible, there's like an option to switch it with like the radio feed. So I actually have the Mets radio feed playing instead of the Apple announcers. Not that it matters because I got the volume lowered anyway. In fact, why do I have the volume muted on the damn TV? It's not like you can pick up Menifee and Clad on the audio anyway on my mic.
Can you
Right,
hear?
pass.
I'm playing it. I'm playing it on my iPad. Can you hear it?
No.
I didn't think so. Little over 3 minutes left. Houston is in the red zone again.
You know what? I'll consider it a victory tonight. A moral victory if Houston can put up any points at all.
All right, second and 3, ball on the 5, it looks like.
Pass. They did it. They got it.
You did it!
Justin Hall, the touchdown for the Roughnecks. They will not be shut out in week 1.
Garbage time touchdown.
This is where if this is where you'd insert the your winner from Big Rigs Over the Road Racing with the giant trophy.
Unfortunately, I don't have that button on my board.
Oh. You know what? I'd go nuts and go for 3 here, but they're going for 2 from the 5.
Which is okay. You
Yeah.
can do that if you want. You're only down by 25. This is okay.
And the 2-point conversion is no good.
And we're just north of the 2-minute warning. He dropped it. The guy dropped it.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you for letting me know about K Quality Rooftops instead of making me watch this TBS commercial or the Max commercial for the Righteous Gemstones Optimum. Thank you. You know what I just realized next week is going to mark? It's going to mark 250 episodes since in episode 300 I mentioned for the first time ever that I loved wings.
And why? Do you love wings?
Well, it made Tony Shalhoub's career, Chico.
This is true.
Yeah. I mean, you can go back to the history of the podcast. You can go back to the first 299 episodes. I never mentioned that I love wings. It was a deep, dark secret until episode 300. This is a known fact.
Yeah, it felt like a big weight.
It
A
was
big
lifted
weight
up.
was on our shoulder.
Yeah, it was on my back. It got lifted, and it was done. And I felt so happy, Chico.
I bet you were. Bet you were happy.
You damn right I was happy. Oh, the University of Houston tonight against Purdue, they've scored more points than the Roughnecks. They got 15 points in 9 minutes. Oh, they're going to run a 4th and 12 play. This is what you do in the UFL, Chico, instead of an onside kick.
From their own 28. If the team makes a first down, team retrades possession. If not, goes to the other team.
Yep. Oh, jeez. Oh, I think they're going to get a face mask. Yeah, penalty on number 7 of St. Louis.
That's gonna be converted.
Yeah. Peter Toma to, Toma I gotta show you this on here. Okay. Peter Tuma
Peter
Tama
Taumo Apenu.
okay, from Utah.
Yeah, he sounds like he's from Utah. Utah has a very large Samoan population, you know.
Yeah, we saw that with Nakua. Puka Nakua.
Puka Nakua!
And the other Nakua that's on one of, I forget what Mike's either St. Louis or Houston. Whatever. I think we're at the 2-minute warning. Kurt said a lot of people are interested in these last 2 minutes. What do you mean a lot of people are interested in these last 2 minutes, Kurt? What exactly do you mean?
Well, we're waiting.
All right, let me get back to go to TBS here. Okay, at the half on CBS, Auburn's up by 1, 30-29. And Houston
I'm surprised it's that close.
Nah, I'm not, because Michigan's like a tough team, and I watched them during the Big Ten tournament, so they were pretty good during the Big Ten tournament. They had that big miracle win against Maryland in the semifinal. I believe. Okay, they're at Lucas Oil tonight for Purdue Houston, because I know in the Tennessee game, a certain alum from the University of Tennessee who used to be in Indianapolis was in the house for the Tennessee Kentucky game. Yeah, take a good guess, Chico, who it was.
A certain alum of who? Of what?
Of the University of Tennessee that played in Indianapolis.
Peyton?
Yeah.
Peyton.
You know he's producing that the hell is that? You know the place oh, they're showing a thing for the crown. You know, the crown.
Forget the crown. Give me the crown royal.
RC Cola. Royal Crown. You know what? I'd rather see like the crown from the Netflix crown. I'd rather see like Claire Foy and Matt Smith than whatever crap Fox is putting on for this. Oh, what was it? Oh yeah. Peyton Manning's producing that the the places thing on ESPN Plus.
Mm,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah. Peyton's Places, Sue's Places.
And they now have one for Stephanie McMahon. Did you see that?
This is news to me, Greg. Elaborate.
Yes. I think it's like Stephanie McMahon just interviewing like a bunch of people from like WWE on the show. I haven't watched it, so I couldn't tell you how good it is. Okay, so it's a 4th and 15 for the Roughnecks. And obviously Houston knows that they're just wasting time. They're not even rushing. It's like, we're not going to win this game. Oh, Jesus, Henderson, what the hell is you doing? And he got sacked.
Henderson, what is you doing, man?
And this game is basically over.
This game is making the Super Bowl look competitive by comparison.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is watching this and being like, yo, at least I actually put up garbage time touchdowns. Oh, by the way, Mets win tonight 3-1 over the Astros. So Diaz gets the save. Soto catches the final out, gets his first home run as a Met. Yeah, okay, 1-1. I'll be fine. Just gotta win the rubber game tomorrow. So they're gonna take these here. So the final score of tonight's game, the Battlehawks go 1-0, winning in convincing fashion 31-6.
Let me see if I can get the final
The box score. I'm curious to see what the final box score is gonna read.
yeah, Wilkins 17 of 22 for 189, no touches, no picks, but Howard and Sailors both ran in a touch, but Howard was a little choo action, 13 carries, 115 yards, and Pearson was your leading receiver with 83 yards, went 6 for 6 there. The Roughnecks, oh yeah, Anthony Brown could sit down because Henderson went 7 for 18, and then the app just reset itself for me. That's a thing that happens. Okay, together they went 12 of 29 for 89 yards, 1 touch, 2 picks. Henderson had the touchdown. Brown had the picks. Henderson also the leading rusher with 54 yards, and Justin Hall leading receiver with 40 yards and a touch. Oh, by the way, did we mention the sack? Did we mention the Henderson sack, because that's important?
Yeah, we should mention that.
There you go. Add it all up, it's a 31-6 win for the Battlehawks in what is going to be a very mid UFL season.
Oh, I put on the. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say final
That's
thoughts.
yeah. Yeah. The Battlehawks basically kicked ass tonight.
Yeah. You put something somewhere?
Oh, I was gonna mention I put on the A's Mariners game on like the MLB TV app, and the Mariners are wearing the City Connect uniforms tonight that are in the Seattle Pilot style, like the blue and yellow. You know,
I
you've seen
know.
them, right? Yeah, that have like the Seattle Pilots font on them.
Mm,
Those are like, I gotta say, those are like, should I should probably do like a thing with like where we rank the City Connect jerseys. The Met City Connect is, I'm I know I'm gonna say this, but it is my favorite. I do like the black and the purple. Actually, I know they're no longer wearing them, but the Washington Nationals City Connects that had the cherry blossoms on them was like fire.
got that.
I wondered, will the A's have a City Connect jersey of Sacramento on it? Do you think they'll use like the whatever whatever the crappy bridge is that they put on the patch? That's not the Golden Gate Bridge. Probably not.
Probably not.
I'd rather the City Connect utilize Stomper, the elephant. I wonder when they move to Vegas, will they have like a Dice City Connect? Will they have like a 21 Blackjack City Connect? Will they have like neon lights in the City Connect?
They would have the Vegas Sign City Connect. Because why not?
Yeah.
But
Well,
you couldn't have anything that looks like the Las Vegas Aces logo though.
no. Will the giant Statue of Liberty wear in Vegas wear like an A's jersey?
Probably.
Because that's what Lady Liberty means in the 2020s. Wearing a green and white A's jersey. Okay. Well, enough about that. That does it for this live show for the UFL. We'll have our regular episode coming down the pike on Thursday. And also, we released on, I guess today, as we're recording this, the newest episode of Squared Circle Time Machine with me and Dane. I think we're going to be recording another episode on sometime this week. Oh no, the Xbox 360 Connect people are back on CBS.
Yay!
Oh,
I feel like CBS is gonna get all the mileage they can out of that.
yeah. But until then, we'll see you with more stuff coming down the pike on the It Was a Thing on TV Podbean feed real soon. Wow.